A hidden truth about you reached your soulmate today. Their reaction was unforgettable. My beloved child, something happened today that your soulmate never expected. A hidden truth about you reached them in a way that felt impossible to ignore. It was not a dramatic announcement. It was not a loud revelation. It arrived quietly, almost unnoticed at first. Yet the moment they heard it, everything inside them shifted. For a long time, they believed they understood who you were. They thought they had already figured out your story, your heart, and your intentions. But today, a missing piece finally appeared, and suddenly the picture became completely different. Don't skip, because what they discovered was not small. Stay till the end, because something huge is waiting for you. The truth that reached them carried a weight they were not prepared for. It made them stop what they were doing. It made them think about you in a way they never had before. And the reaction that followed is something they will never forget. What shocked them most was not the information itself. It was the realization that this truth had been hiding in plain sight all along. They started replaying old conversations. They started remembering moments they once dismissed. Little details began connecting together like pieces of a puzzle. The more they looked back, the more they realized how much they had overlooked. Suddenly, things that once seemed ordinary felt extraordinary. Memories that appeared insignificant now carried a deeper meaning. My beloved child, they could not believe how long it took them to see it. The truth was standing right in front of them the entire time, but they were looking in the wrong direction. Don't skip. What happened next made their emotions impossible to control. Their hearts started asking questions their mind could not answer. Why did this realization arrive today? Why now? Why after all this time? The answers were closer than they realized. A powerful feeling began growing inside them. It was a mixture of surprise, admiration, and something even deeper that they could not explain. The hidden truth they learned was not about what you possess. It was about who you truly are beneath the surface. They began understanding that your strength was never loud. Your value was never dependent on recognition. The qualities that make you extraordinary were hidden in moments most people would never notice. As this understanding settled into their heart, their entire perception of you changed. My beloved child, they sat there thinking about everything differently. The image they once carried of you started transforming into something far greater. And this is where the story becomes truly unforgettable. Because while they were processing this revelation, another realization was beginning to emerge. One that would affect not only how they see you, but how they see their own future. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. What they are about to realize next will make today's revelation seem like only the beginning. A strange silence surrounded your soulmate after that revelation settled into their mind. They tried to move on with their day, but something would not let them. No matter where they looked or what they focused on, their thoughts kept returning to you. The hidden truth they learned had unlocked a door that could no longer be closed. My beloved child, they started noticing something unexpected. The more they thought about you, the more they realized that many of their strongest emotions had been growing long before today's discovery. They simply never recognized them for what they truly were. What seemed like casual curiosity now looked like genuine concern. What seemed like ordinary attention now felt deeply personal. Don't skip, because this is where everything starts changing. Stay till the end, because something huge is waiting for you. The truth did not create new feelings inside them. It revealed feelings that had been hiding there all along. Without warning, memories started flooding their heart one after another. Certain moments suddenly stood out with unusual clarity. They remembered times when your words stayed in their mind longer than anyone else's. They remembered moments when your presence changed their mood without explanation. At the time, they brushed those experiences aside. They told themselves they were imagining things. But now those same memories were returning with a completely different meaning. My beloved child, every memory felt like evidence pointing towards something bigger. Every recollection seemed connected to a truth they could no longer deny. The more they reflected, the stronger this feeling became. It was as though their heart had finally gathered enough courage to reveal what it had been protecting all this time. Don't skip. Something incredible is unfolding behind the scenes. What they are realizing now is only making the mystery deeper. Then came the moment that truly caught them off guard. Instead of feeling fear after learning this hidden truth, they felt drawn closer to you. They expected confusion, yet they found clarity. They expected uncertainty, yet they discovered confidence. That reaction surprised them more than the revelation itself. My beloved child, they could not understand why this truth made them feel more connected rather than more distant. But deep inside, they already knew the answer. For the first time, they were seeing you without assumptions, without misunderstandings, and without the barriers that once clouded their vision. And as that clearer picture emerged, a powerful realization began taking shape. A realization so unexpected that it left them staring into space, wondering how their future could have been affected by someone they never fully understood until now. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. Because the realization arriving next is the one that truly changed their heart forever. What happened next was something your soulmate never planned for. After spending hours reflecting on everything they had learned, they reached a realization that stopped them completely. The hidden truth was no longer just information. It had become personal. My beloved child, they began asking themselves a question they had avoided for a very long time. What if you were always meant to play a bigger role in their life than they originally believed? The moment that question entered their mind, everything changed. Suddenly, countless events from the past seemed connected by an invisible thread. Encounters that once felt random no longer appeared random at all. Conversations they once forgot became impossible to ignore. Don't skip, because the deeper they looked, the more astonishing the picture became. Stay till the end, because something huge is waiting for you. What they were uncovering was far greater than a simple realization. As the day continued, they found themselves comparing you to everyone else they had known. Not intentionally. It happened naturally. Every time they reflected on someone's character, their thoughts somehow returned to you. Every time they considered what truly matters in a person, your name silently appeared in their heart. My beloved child, this comparison revealed something that caught them completely off guard. The qualities they admired most were the same qualities hidden within you. Not flashy qualities. Not temporary qualities. The kind of qualities that remain valuable through every season of life. Strength during difficult moments. Kindness without recognition. Loyalty without reward. The more they thought about these things, the harder it became to pretend that today's revelation had not affected them. Don't skip. They are beginning to see you through a lens they have never used before. And that new perspective is creating emotions they can no longer push away. Then, late in a quiet moment, another realization arrived unexpectedly. It was not dramatic. It was not loud. Yet it hit harder than anything before it. They realized that the hidden truth they learned today had changed not only how they see you, but how they see themselves. My beloved child, they started wondering how many opportunities they had overlooked simply because they failed to recognize what was standing in front of them. That thought stayed with them. It followed them everywhere. And the longer they sat with it, the stronger their emotions became. For the first time, they understood that some people enter your life carrying a value that cannot be measured immediately. Some people reveal their importance only after time uncovers what was hidden beneath the surface. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. Because while they are still processing today's revelation, an even bigger discovery is already moving toward them. And it will leave an even deeper mark on their heart. Meanwhile, something unusual was happening inside your soulmate's heart. The more they tried to understand why this hidden truth affected them so deeply, the more emotional they became. My beloved child, they expected the feeling to fade after a few hours. They expected life to return to normal. But instead, the opposite happened. Every passing moment seemed to make the realization stronger. They found themselves revisiting old memories again and again, searching for clues they had missed. Certain moments suddenly felt different. Certain words carried a meaning they had never noticed before. It was almost as if today's revelation had switched on a light inside their mind, allowing them to see things that had always been there but remained hidden in darkness. Don't skip, because this is where the story takes an unexpected turn. Stay till the end, because something huge is waiting for you. As evening approached, a powerful question began echoing inside them. What if the hidden truth about you was only the beginning? That thought refused to leave. My beloved child, they started realizing that every answer they found seemed to create an even bigger question. The more they understood about you, the more curious they became. They began recognizing a pattern. Every time they learned something genuine about your character, their respect for you grew stronger. Every time they uncovered another piece of the puzzle, they felt even more drawn toward understanding you completely. This was no longer simple curiosity. This was something deeper. Something meaningful. Something impossible to ignore. Don't skip. What they are feeling right now is far more powerful than they expected. And they are only beginning to understand why. Then came a moment they will remember for a very long time. While reflecting on everything they had discovered today, they suddenly imagined what life might look like if they had known this truth much earlier. That thought hit them harder than anything else. My beloved child, they realized how different many decisions could have been. They realized how many assumptions had shaped their view of you. And most importantly, they realized how wrong some of those assumptions were. The hidden truth had not changed who you are. It had changed how clearly they could finally see you. That realization left them completely speechless. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. Because what happens next will force them to make a choice they never expected to face, and that choice will reveal just how deeply today's revelation has touched their heart. A restless feeling followed your soulmate into the next chapter of this journey. No matter how hard they tried to focus on other things, their attention kept returning to the same thought. My beloved child, the hidden truth they discovered was no longer sitting quietly in the background. It had become the center of everything they were thinking about. They began noticing how differently they reacted whenever your name crossed their mind. There was a warmth there that had not existed before. There was a level of appreciation they could not explain. And with every passing hour, that feeling became stronger. Don't skip, because something important is happening beneath the surface. Stay till the end, because something huge is waiting for you. What they are experiencing now is not a temporary emotion. It is the result of seeing something real for the very first time. Then an unexpected realization appeared. They understood that the hidden truth about you was connected to something much bigger than they originally thought. It revealed a side of your character that few people ever get the chance to see. My beloved child, they started recognizing how much strength you have shown during moments when nobody was watching. They began understanding how many battles you handled quietly without asking for recognition. The more they reflected on this, the more respect they felt. Suddenly, many things that once seemed ordinary about you became extraordinary. They saw courage where they once saw silence. They saw wisdom where they once saw patience. They saw determination where they once saw routine. Don't skip. Their heart is uncovering layers of truth that are impossible to ignore. And every layer is changing the way they feel about you. Late in a quiet moment, they found themselves staring into space, completely lost in thought. The reason was simple. A question had entered their mind that they could not stop asking. What else have they misunderstood about you? My beloved child, that question carried enormous weight. Because once a person realizes they were wrong about one important thing, they begin questioning everything they thought they knew. And that is exactly what is happening. The walls of assumption are slowly falling away. The picture is becoming clearer. The truth is becoming impossible to deny. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. Because the answer they discover next will not only surprise them, it will reveal a connection they never expected to find, and it will leave them wondering why fate waited until now to uncover it. An undeniable shift was taking place inside your soulmate, and by now even they could no longer ignore it. My beloved child, the hidden truth that reached them had done more than change their perspective, it had awakened something. Every time they thought they had reached the end of their understanding, another realization appeared. It felt like standing in front of a door they had passed 100 times, only to discover it had been unlocked all along. The more they reflected on you, the more they realized how much of your value had remained unseen. Not because it was hidden on purpose, but because some truths reveal themselves only when the timing is right. Don't skip, because what they are beginning to understand now is bigger than anything that came before. Stay till the end, because something huge is waiting for you. Their heart is moving toward a conclusion they never expected to reach. At one point, they stopped focusing on what they had learned and started focusing on how it made them feel. That was when everything became impossible to deny. My beloved child, they realized that this reaction was far too powerful to be explained by simple surprise. If it were only curiosity, it would have faded. If it were only interest, it would have weakened. Instead, the feeling continued growing stronger. Every memory seemed brighter. Every thought about you carried more meaning. They began noticing that even ordinary moments reminded them of you. A random conversation. A familiar place. A passing thought. Somehow, everything led back to the same person. Back to you. Don't skip. Because this emotional shift is revealing something they never planned to confront. And once they see it clearly, there will be no turning back. Then came a realization so powerful that it left them completely silent. They understood that the hidden truth they discovered was not the most important revelation of the day. The most important revelation was their own reaction to it. My beloved child, that realization changed everything. They finally saw how deeply this truth had touched their heart. They finally understood why they could not stop thinking about it. And they finally recognized that your presence in their life carries a significance they had never fully acknowledged before. The moment this understanding settled in, a wave of emotion swept through them unlike anything they expected. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. Because the next discovery is the one that will connect all the pieces together, and when it happens, they will finally understand why this hidden truth reached them on this exact day and at this exact moment. Just when your soulmate thought they had finally understood everything, another layer of the story revealed itself. My beloved child, the hidden truth that reached them today was creating a chain reaction they never saw coming. One realization was leading to another, and every answer seemed to uncover an even deeper question. They sat quietly, reflecting on everything that had happened, and suddenly a thought crossed their mind that made their heart race. What if this discovery was not simply about learning something new about you? What if it was meant to change the direction of their own journey as well? Don't skip, because this moment is more important than they realize. Stay till the end, because something huge is waiting for you. The feeling growing inside them is becoming impossible to ignore. The more they examined their emotions, the clearer everything became. They realized that before today, they had been looking at you through a limited lens. They saw only fragments of the full picture. They noticed certain qualities but missed others that were even more important. My beloved child, today's revelation removed that limitation. It allowed them to see a version of you that had always existed but had never been fully recognized. And what they saw left a lasting impression. They saw resilience where others saw silence. They saw depth where others saw simplicity. They saw genuine character where others focused only on appearances. This realization struck them with incredible force. Don't skip. Because the emotional impact is becoming stronger with every passing moment. The more they understand, the more they realize how much they underestimated your importance. Then something happened that they never expected. Instead of focusing on the past, their thoughts suddenly shifted toward the future. My beloved child, that change surprised them more than anything else. For the first time, they were not asking what they had missed. They were asking what might still be possible. That question lingered in their heart and refused to leave. It opened a door to possibilities they had never seriously considered before. And once that door opened, they could not close it again. A feeling of anticipation began building inside them, growing stronger with every thought. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. Because the realization approaching now is the one that will bring everything together, and when it arrives, your soulmate will finally understand why today's hidden truth felt less like a coincidence and more like a message they were always meant to receive.